Alright, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Soundless Vision Art Life. My name is Adewale Buke Jr. Please review us, rate us, give us a 5-star, don't be a hater. Today is our 70th episode. That's 70 episodes, y'all. I can't believe it's been that long, it's been that many episodes. I'm having so much fun doing this show. And in accordance to that, being the 70th episode, I'm going to focus on the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. And today's topic is going to be the spirit of creation. Why I created it, the spirit of the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. But first, before we get into this show, let's pay these bills, y'all. This podcast is brought to you by A4 Capital Consulting. Growing good business anywhere and everywhere. Let A4 Capital Consulting take your business to the next level. That's A4 Capital Consulting, y'all. That's A4CapitalConsulting.com for details, y'all. And this podcast is also brought to you by Anadel Foot and Ankle. Don't live with foot pain. Let Anadel Foot and Ankle make your feet happy again. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. I was so excited, I almost got my sponsors mixed up together. You know what I mean? So first and foremost, y'all, you know, the spirit of creation, what I'm going to talk about today, the whole Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. And yes, let me hold something, you know what I mean? The spirit of creation, what led to this? As I stated before, I think I focused on why I did it, like episode 60, which was the 60th episode. I talked about Karjakz Vs Assassins, why. This is a whole different topic altogether, the spirit of creation. And it comes back to the same thing again. Always feeling like there was a void, a hole, something I needed to fill. That's what led to this. And what you're looking at right here is the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins bio book. This is old school classic, y'all. This is when I created this awesome, fantastic universe. You know, when I created it, I really didn't know what I was doing. I just need to draw and draw and draw. And so the 4 things I want to focus on, maybe 5, all right, y'all. Reason why I created it, purpose, function, products, and the future, right? You know, when you create something like this, man, the first thing you're thinking to yourself is not so much like, who's going to buy from me? Is like, I can't believe I created this. That's really what hit me. And then I had to figure out how I'm going to get these characters where I need them to go, which was to ultimately have the first official comic book, which is coming out pretty soon, y'all. We're at the editing stages right now. We're focused on grammar and stuff like that. So the book is going to be something serious and something to behold. It's a game changer, y'all. But, you know, back to the topic, you know, when I created this is the first official bio book. I was like, okay, what am I going to do with these characters? You know, I got rid of these characters, the Karjakz right there, the heroes. He got the assassins, the villains. And I said to myself, well, the reason why I'm creating this is one reason only. I'm not seeing anything that looks like me on TV or looks like what I want it to look like. Yes, I'm the guy who's a fan of all these different stuff. Avengers, X-Men, Justice League. But it wasn't good enough. I felt like there was subjugation. There was exclusion. There was just not what was looking like me. So I said, you know what? I'm not the whining type. I'm going to do something about it. So I created one of the soon to be the greatest creation of all time, the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe, which multiplies itself into different universes. It's just so vast, y'all. And I just said to myself, okay, how are you going to do this? Obviously, I didn't really have any money. I had a basic job. I made minimum wage when I was working. When I was working, I mean, I wasn't making that much, so everything was budgeted. I had to probably save, like, it took me 6 months to save money all the time. So I had to be really patient. And these characters have allowed me to become patient. But the one thing it's given me too is like just having a reason to have something to do every single day. You know, I just would wake up and be like, okay, I got this, I got that to do. And I wasn't really going to comic expos. I wasn't doing any of that. I didn't even know anything about comic expos. Let me be honest with y'all. It was my brother that put me up on comic expos. Like comic expos, I was living in Long Beach at that time, Long Beach. And I said to myself, you know what? How am I going to go to a comic expo? Don't even know what to do. So I went to one just to be like a visitor, you know, like a guest walking around and stuff. And I was just like amazed at what I was looking. I was like, oh my God, this is exactly where I need to be. And I go to the show with posters, not really knowing what I was doing. I was just like, okay, let's just set up, man. And my brother went with me. The show didn't go as planned, but one thing about the show that made me very enthusiastic was the fact that, okay, I knew I belonged. Now the question was, how can I set my setup, which was my table setup, to make it look better? So, you know, which brings about the purpose of what I was doing with this stuff. Like I said before, the reason why I created was I felt like there was a hole. Now there was a purpose. Okay, how can I take Karjakz Vs Assassins to the greatest greatness it can reach? So from different things to like a glasses case, to a wallet, to a bucket hat. You know, it became functionality and things that I could do. And I just kept on telling myself, okay, version 1, Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. Version 2, 3, and 4. Then came version 5, which is when things really took off. Comic-Con 2015. WonderCon 2015. I had one hell of a show, y'all. Sales were off the chain. I had lines up to beyond like that. It was insane. I thought I was a celebrity. Well, you know, in my mind, I always say manifesting. So I say, you know what? I'm about to become a future celebrity, which is not the reason why I'm doing this. I don't really care about celebrity. I care about purpose. And I just kept on going with it. And I kept on telling myself, okay, what else can you do other than posters? And you know, one of the things that I did when I created my posters was, okay, I said, when I create them, I want it to be as fancy as anything you're going to see at the shows. So this is right here, the whole Karjakz Vs Assassins. This is version 5 right here. Now version 6 is coming. Of course, you see the Karjakz right there. You know what I mean? You see the Cajun right there, part of the Karjakz. You see Escalade. You know what I'm saying? Escalade and Sins here. Got to show y'all some villains, because I couldn't leave the villains out. You know what I mean? So you got the assassins right there, of course. You got their leader, Sun Tzu. And you've got artillery and Yukon. And excursion, And so one of the things I told myself was, okay, how are you going to make this grow? What is your ultimate intent? And my ultimate intent was, when I started this, was I wanted my own animation series. I am more into animation cartoons than I am into comic books. The whole concept of a bio book was, you know, I got to thinking like I was a kid. I was like, I used to love comic books. Well, what is it about comic books that I don't like anymore? Why I don't read them? I guess they kind of phased out because I fell in love with animation. But then as I started thinking about animation more and more, I created the first cartoon intro, which I'm going to show y'all on my iPad before the end of the show. And I said to myself, okay, what can you do and how can you do? So I remember in school, I had a project and our teacher gave us a long semester project. And I just said, you know what? I'm going to create a cartoon intro. I'm going to use my characters. I'm going to focus on my characters and seeing what they can do. And let me get my iPad, y'all. I'm going to show y'all. One of the things that I wanted was like I stated before, to create something like I never created before. So I spent the whole semester, y'all, creating characters that look like me. And man, I didn't realize how intricate animation was. I was like, it took like 6-7 poses just to get one character to be animated. And for those of you who don't know, it's a simple concept. 24 frames makes 1 second. I want you to think about that. 24 frames makes 1 second. That means I have to either draw 24 different frames or come up with poses that will give me a minute. So you can imagine, right? I would have to draw 5, 6, 7 poses just to give me a 5-second frame for the animation series. I'm going to show y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show y'all parts of it. I mean, it was just really liberating to do this. And this, I'm going to let y'all see it. You see that right there? So this is the purpose. This is what I did in class, y'all. I created all this in class. I mean, I was so proud of this. This was my purpose right here. How can I take these characters and make them greater? And this is version 1. And let me tell y'all, one of the mistakes I made in creating this animation is I used CMYK and not RGB. I was like, oh man. But you know, in retrospect, it's a lesson learned. But also too, I kept on looking at this like, this thing is so dope. This is sick as hell. I mean, it's just gotten so many views on my various platforms on social media, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. I was just like so impressed and I was blown away. You know what I'm saying? And so I got to telling myself like, okay, you know what? What else can I do to keep doing this, to grow this past just posters, a bio book, as I stated before, you know what I'm saying, a bio book. I said, okay, I got to find a function. So I started going to comic expos, WonderCon. I've never been to Comic-Con. I've tried multiple times. I'm tired of going there. I don't need that anymore. I've gotten to the point where I really don't need comic expos anymore. But when I first started, I needed them to grow a brand, to have following, to get customers. You know, I'd go to shows, WonderCon. I traveled all the way to Las Vegas at the time. I went to every show I could go to, man. I tried to go as many shows as I could every year. It was expensive for me. I was on minimum wage. I really didn't have that much. So every time I made money at the show, everything I made went back to the table, went back to making my table look the best that it can look. And you know, that's another thing I'm going to show y'all. It's been an artist. I'm going to show y'all something. When you go to these comic expos, your job is to be the best version of yourself and show your fans the best stuff that you got. And I remember I would go to these art shows and I would like, some of my setup was like, incredible. I'm gonna show y'all something. Look at this. This is one of my setups right here at the art show. Banners, all that stuff. It took me like 5-6 years just to be able to get all that. I didn't start off with just that right there, y'all. I mean, I would go to like, let me see what else I got in here. Let me show y'all more stuff that I got. I mean, it was just, I was very proud of what I created, what I had accomplished. See, here's another one again. You know what I mean? I was just like telling myself like, look, that was my setup at the art shows. I would have these tables. I would pay for these easels. All the money I was making, I wasn't really keeping it. And I knew by not keeping it, I was going to be broke. I mean, the struggle was already a struggle, but then by not being able to keep the money, anything for pocket, I just said, I need to take this money and create an infrastructure. And that's when everything became a function. Okay, make this money at the art shows, take it back, put it back in this thing. Okay, what else are you going to be doing? So I started making t-shirts, putting my characters on t-shirts. And I said to myself, okay, how can you make a t-shirt? You don't have a t-shirt machine. So my mom, being the awesome individual she was, she bought me an iron. And then I realized there's something called t-shirt transfers. So I would go into Target, I'll go into Joann's and go buy as many t-shirt transfers as I can. And I have to iron these shirts, y'all, with an iron. I was using an iron to make my t-shirt when I first started. It was brutal, but it was liberating. And I would make like, it would take me like till 4 or 5 in the morning to make 25 t-shirts. I was using an iron, I was using a ruler, I was using a heat press, I was using masking tape. It was just all kinds of stuff going on up in there, man. I was just so driven to this, like to grow Karjakz Vs Assassins' greatest greatness. And sure enough, starting off at the art shows when I believe I started in 2013, it didn't take me up until 2015 to actually, for my characters, actually, for the sales that I wanted as far as recognition of my artistic skills to take flight. You know what I mean? 2015. And then by let's say, so 2019 was my last show. So 2019, 2018, 2017. So in 2017, in 2018 is when my characters, Karjakz Vs Assassins, started taking flight. I remember the first art show when they came in first in sales, tied for first with Black Panther in terms of everything total. Posters, apparel, whatever you name it. And I was just so proud of myself. And for those of you who are wondering what apparel looks like, we got these t-shirts now. This is what they look like. These are our t-shirts right here. You know what I'm saying? Made of the best stuff, y'all. If you want a t-shirt, you got to get one of our t-shirts. You know what I mean? I'm going to show y'all more apparel as the show gets to the further to the end. And I started telling myself like, okay, you're doing something here. So I was selling t-shirts at $25 a pop. I mean, actually $15 a pop. What am I talking about? And I was just telling myself like, look, this thing has to grow organically. It's going to take time. And I always told myself that this Karjakz Vs Assassins universe is not something that just becomes instant success. Nothing great gets built quickly. Take your time, be organic, avoid the BS, which meant I avoided nonsense. I had no interest in working for anybody. Whether it's Marvel, DC, I don't care who you are, DreamWorks, I'm not interested in working for you. You're not going to own my characters. I own my characters. They're trademarked. They're copyrighted. They're protected. The name Karjakz Vs Assassins is protected. Everything that you see on this screen that you're watching is all protected. I protect it all because I started to realize that I'm a businessman who's an artist. And so I would copyright everything. I don't care if I change the color. I don't care if I change the eye. I don't care about nothing. I learned to be functional in terms of treating this as a business because that's what it was. This whole Karjakz Vs Assassins was universe. Even though I have all these other drawings of different characters from different universes or whatever, but Karjakz Vs Assassins was the center of everything I did. And come WonderCon 2018, man, my characters came in tied at number one. I said, whoa, what's going on here? From t-shirts to hoodies to tank tops to posters to the bio book. You know what I mean? It was just on the cracking, the bio book, which is now available on ScienceFiction.com. You can get your copy today on ScienceFiction.com or ScienceFiction.shop.com. You know what I mean? And I just kept on going. I just kept on telling myself, okay, you're doing great. Keep going. Keep prospering. And then I said, okay. And then WonderCon 2018 came, 2019, and I went 3 straight shows. And the Karjakz Vs Assassins, the second show, this time the Karjakz Vs Assassins came in number 1 in sales total. No tie, no nothing, just straight clear number 1. I said, whoa, what is going on? I said, okay, let's keep going, And I was so amped up from it. As always, I always kept the money, put it back into what I was doing, whether I needed a banner, whether I needed a book, whether I needed a ruler, whatever I might need it, I got it for the business. I wasn't interested in keeping the money. I just wanted to grow my dream. That's what I was doing. And then WonderCon 2019 came. I did the same thing again. Karjakz Vs Assassins took number 1 again. I said, oh my God, this is the true spirit of creation. To see what you've created become this great. People weren't even looking at everything else because it was always the center book at the art shows. It was always the center book at the art shows. I would always have my characters in the center and you could see them and people wasn't, At first, when I first started, nobody paid attention. And then by 2019, everybody was looking at them like, who are these dudes? Give me a breakdown. Give me a rundown. One of my favorite guys that used to come to my table, he's a fan. He's been on the show multiple times. Ahmad Williams. He would always say, hey, okay, so what's new with Karjakz Vs Assassins? Break this down to me. How did these characters get put together? What was the reason? I mean, it was just so liberating to have people just be so interested. Kenneth Robinson, that's another fan of mine. These guys come to my table strictly looking for Karjakz Vs Assassins, and I kept on growing. So I said to myself, okay, now you've got function, you've got recognition going. What are you gonna do? So I said I can't be stuck just making posters and Bible books. I got to do something else. I got to diversify, man. What else do I want to do? I want to create apparel, man. So I went from t-shirts, and I said to myself, okay, I got to start making other stuff: hoodies, tank tops, beanies. I mean, I just anything I could think of that I thought I could put my stuff on, I did. And then I went away from ironing the shirts. I finally had enough money to buy a heat press, and I did the heat press thing for about maybe 3-4 years. At least now I didn't have to iron for like 30 minutes. I mean, I was going like this. My arm was getting a workout. My bis and tries were getting a workout on top of the workout I was already doing. And let me tell y'all, making a t-shirt ain't easy, man. I got so much respect for anybody who does what I'm doing, but does it with their own thing. I mean, it was just incredible to watch what I was growing and to keep on functioning forward. So I said, products, okay, what are you going to do? I'm going to do t-shirts. Anything I can think of that I think is cool. A towel, I do not care. As long as it's cool. That's all I cared about. If I could fit my characters on there, I was going on there. So you can see I'm Karjakz Vs Assassins out. This official right here is a sweater. You can get one available on ScienceFiction.com. This is a classic right here, as you can see. The classic logo, the classic characters version 1. Of course, you can see the beanie. You know what I mean? I'm always trying to rock my stuff when I'm on the show. And I just kept on growing, man. And up to even the point where I even gave my clothing line a name. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. And then my footwear, I gave it a name too. And now I was able to make car magnets. Put it on my car, advertise what I was doing. And it helped a lot, man. And they're also getting better on social media. And I focused my energy on getting so better on social media, because with social media, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Well, Facebook, I think, is getting played, and so is Instagram. But, I try to use my main 2 platforms are TikTok and YouTube. That's where the game is at. That's where the game is going. That's what the game is going to be, because those 2 platforms are so great, allowing artists like myself to show my visual brilliance, to show my talents, to show it to people that appreciate art. And you're going to get haters, man. Let me tell you something. Haters ain't nothing but free advertising. So if you got haters, yo, that's just free marketing. Because guess what? The fact that they stupid behinds has the time to make the time to talk about your stuff, that's more advertising for you. Because now when they talk bad about your stuff, that's going to make somebody else go look at to see how bad it is. And then when the other person goes, they'll be like, wait, this stuff ain't bad. This stuff is really cool. So that's what haters are. They're just losers who have nothing for themselves. So don't worry about no hater. That's just free marketing. It's free marketing if you got haters, man. And also too, when you got haters, that lets you know you are succeeding. So when you got haters, hey, you done made it, man. So keep on going. You know what I mean? So, I made all these different products, and I just kept on going and going and going and going. And one thing I started to realize was, what else do I want to do? So, I said to myself, okay, I'm going to do apparel, which I showed y'all. Got t-shirts, you know what I'm saying? You got that right there. And I'm going to do random stuff like, travel neck pillows. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got the classic on one side, Karjakz Vs Assassins, and then you got the modern version 5 on the other side, you know what I'm saying? I just kept on coming up with stuff, I even went up to all the way to as, you know what I'm saying, sweatpants. Check this out, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Karjakz Vs Assassins sweatpants. You know what I'm saying? You can get, now you got late sweatpants for men and women, you know what I mean? I was just coming up with random stuff, y'all. Check it out. You know what I'm saying? Then I got hoodies, right? Slim fit hoodies. These hoodies are sick. You know what I mean? You got all over the place, as y'all can see, hoodies. Then I also did, I said, you know what? Bomber jackets. And right here, I'm in my hand, y'all. Almost dropped that. Platinum bomber jacket, marble velvet, y'all. You can get yours today on ScienceFiction.com or ScienceFiction.com. You know what I'm saying? So everything I was making was quality. And then I told myself, okay, what kind of apparel maker do you want to be? Do you want to just be basic, or do you want to be, top tier? And I decided, you know what? I'm gonna be top tier. So my stuff is top of the line quality. As you can see, the sweater I'm wearing is top quality. I don't mess around. I want people to buy from me, and when they buy from me one time, I want to buy from me again 100 more times. Why? Because you make quality. Yeah, you can sell something cheap, but cheap always has its price. It's never really good. But when you make something great quality, you're gonna get people to come back. You know what I'm saying? You know why people why Mercedes or BMW or Ferrari or McLaren can get people to come back and keep buying those things even though they cost more? Because they're quality. Quality should cost more. Sorry, but my stuff isn't cheap. I'm for the people that like quality. And so I just kept on doing better and better and better. So now I realized, okay, I got all these cool products. I even went so far as to, creating shoes. You know what I mean? Now we got the Batas line. You know what I mean? And this is all part of Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. And I would have never thought of this if I didn't create these characters. These awesome, fantastic characters. These characters from the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. And I just kept on going, y'all. You know what I mean? And now I'm here. And now the future, right? Which is the last thing I'm going to talk about. The future. The future is bright. First and foremost, the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book is coming out soon. I'm at the stage where I'm correcting grammar. It's done visually. Diction is done. I'm just going through corrections because I'm not trying to put out nothing that isn't corrected. And it's just, I'm so excited because the future is bright. Because this book is going to open up so many avenues to different things that I want to do, the many universes. The one thing I'm always talking about is my animation series. I have spoken that into universe. I am going to accomplish that, to have my own animation series one day. Karjakz Vs Assassins animated series. It's going to be incredible. It's just going to be as great as anything you've ever watched. Avengers, X-Men, Thundercats, Turtles, Voltron, Mega Man, you name it that I've watched, Techno Man. It's going to be just as great. And each character, it's strong. Each character in the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe is strong on their own. Whether it's Cajun, whether it's Escalade, whether it's Sansu, whether it's Glocks, whether it's Revo, whether it's Artillery, Kanji. They're all individuals that are strong in their own universe. But when they come together, they make that universe even more mighty, even more titan, as I always like to say. You know what I'm saying? So the future is bright. I have no question, no doubt that I am going to be going very far with this. Think about it. A simple thing as low top platinum shoes, Karjakz Vs Assassins platinum shoes. Check this out, y'all. You know what I mean? Look at this. I was not doing this like 10 years ago. You know what I mean? So that's how far my universe has come. The main thing is to keep on going forward. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the river that doesn't find a flow. I'm always just going. I'm not worried about how many sales I got. I'm worried about, am I creating greatness? I'm worried about the function of what I'm doing. I'm worried about the organic structure of what I'm doing. Because I've been at many shows. People come up to my table. I'm from Marvel. I'm like, I don't care. Okay, that's great that you're an artist from Marvel. Why the hell do I care about that? You're working for somebody. I'm not working for nobody. They're telling you what to do. They own everything you create. Nobody owns anything in the Science Vision universe. I own everything in Science Vision universe. And one thing I'm going to stress to a lot of artists in whatever creation you decide to create, make sure you document everything. Your copywritings, your trademarks. Yes, this stuff costs money. But guess what? You got to do it. And if you don't have the money to do a copyright with the federal government, there's also something called a poor man's copyright. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do it. I know I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I always do a lot of registered mail to myself. I literally register mail to myself and never open it. You can do that for yourself. It's not easy copywriting, but you have to become a businessman and businesswoman. You have to understand what you've creation. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the future of protecting the future. I've had so many people offer me jobs and I've had to turn them down. Like, I'm not working for you. You're not going to own what I've created. You know what I'm saying? Always protect what you create. And the future is so bright. So even this bio book right now, I'm going to make another one. So version 1 with the version 1 characters. This one's version 2, 3, 4 characters, and version 5. Well, now I've got a version 6 because of the comic book. The comic book has allowed me to create version 6. And yes, there's going to be a future version 7 because all I'm doing is getting better. I'm getting better at my craft, but I'm also getting better at my characters. My characters do not look anything like what they used to look like when I first started. Check this out. You got the shoes. Now I even got high tops, right? With the Karjakz Vs Assassins characters. Classic on this side, version 5 on this side. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm not doing anything that anybody else can't do. I'm just doing what I've chosen to do and finding my purpose, right? You know what I'm saying? The main thing is this. Always going forward towards the future, right? Figuring out how I can better my character. So, it's been an awesome ride, and the ride's just getting better because guess what? I'm getting better. Yeah, I am getting better. It's crazy when you can't believe how far you've come. But then it's even more crazy that you can't believe how better you've gotten. I'm literally getting better every single day. Every single hour. Every time I touch a pencil, every time I get to draw, I'm just getting better because I can visually create what I want to create and take my purpose to where I want it to go. This is not about fame. This is not about notoriety. This is about purpose. My purpose is my characters, Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. I'm going to take them to the greatest greatness. They're going to be as great as anything you've ever seen. I don't care what it might be. Avengers, Star Wars, X-Men, whatever. It's going to be just as great as those things, if not greater. You know what I'm saying? My plan is to take it even greater than them. And I'm not going to sit there and let anyone deny me of it because I know what I've created. And you have to understand where you're going. Once you got that, man, the rest is just time, man, and patience. It's taking me So I started maybe in 2009, if not before, and I'm still here 2022. So that's basically almost 13 years of work, y'all. How many people these days want to wait 13 years to grow something organically? Me. I don't know about other people. I don't care about getting somewhere fast. I care about getting there right. I'm going to say that again. I don't care about getting somewhere fast. I care about getting somewhere right. You know how many people have tried to be like, hey, man, can I be a silent investor? No, I don't want you to be a silent investor because all you care about is money. You're going to get on my nerves, asking me where's your money at. How come my money ain't being flipped? I don't care about your money. I don't ask anybody for anything. I do it all on my own. It may take me longer, but at least I'll get there when I'm going to get there at the right time. You know, like I might need to save. Something might cost me $100. And it might take me 4 months just to save it because I live on a tight budget. I can't just go doing whatever I want. But within that time frame, I'm saving money. I'm coming up with ideas. I'm planning. I'm creating structure. So that by the time that thing comes, I know instead of saving just $100, I'm going to save $150 just in case the price goes up. You know, so that's where I've been going with this dream, this Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. I've taken it so far, such a long way, y'all. It's just incredible to see how far it's come. I mean, I'm grateful for the deals. You know, one of the things I showed you, I already showed y'all the cartoon, but I want to go through the whole poster of all the characters, right? This is what I use at the expos, y'all. This is where my customers buy the poster from me. They're like, hey, Adewale, what you got that's new, man? Open up the book, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, let's start off in the beginning right here. Karjakz Vs Assassins universe right there. You know what I'm saying? All the characters. You know what I'm saying? Glocks, Rasputin, Cajun, Escalade, Sincere, Shepherd, Kanji, Revo, Excursion, Artillery, Snipes, you know, all these awesome Yukon, you know what I'm saying? So let's go with the Karjakz, of course. You got, you know what I'm saying, you got the Karjakz, the heroes, you know what I'm saying? You got Cajun, Glocks, Rasputin, Escalade, Sincere, Shepherd, Diesel, you know what I'm saying? You got Cajun, the armor guy, you know what I'm saying? You got Escalade, the leader of the team, Air Force Colonel, you know what I'm saying? She's doing a big thing. She's just not to be messed with. You got Sincere, another battle lady. She's just fierce. You know, she's Cajun's fiance. She's a singular individual. She's just incredible. Acrobatic, combat skills are not to be touched. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the twins, you know what I'm saying? The Phoenix boys. You know what I mean? These guys, Glocks and Rasputin, you know what I'm saying? You see one, you see the other, you know what I'm saying? One's tactical. I mean, these guys, one's a techie dude, Glocks, and the other guy's a scientist dude. I mean, these guys are incredible, you know what I'm saying? And if you want to know more about these guys, you can get your copy of the Karjakz Vs Assassins bio book, which I'm going to end up with, you know what I'm saying? And then you got more characters in the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. You got Diesel, you know what I'm saying? You got Diesel right there. And then you got Shepherd right here. You know what I mean? I mean, these guys are incredible. Diesel's a strong dude, intelligent, got the night train truck. Then you got Shepherd, who's who's an incredible bow and arrow dude. He doesn't miss. I'm not gonna tell you his whole show line, but let me put it this way: he's got some disabilities, and he's still an incredible individual. He's just an incredible character. You know what I'm saying? He's that character. A lot of people that have read the Bible have asked me, so is he gonna find his way? I'm like, yeah, he's gonna be good. Y'all just need to read the book. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the assassins. These guys are villains. They don't care about nothing. They're about to destroy it all and take it all. That's what they do. Ain't no questions asked. You got the assassins led by Lord Sun Tzu. His general artillery. His children, Kanji and Revo. Excursion, his hitman, Snipes. You know what I'm saying? And then Yukon. Of course, you got the Coyotes right there, the androids. Then you got them led by Lord Sun Tzu right there, of course, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this thing is just incredible, y'all. Then you got artillery. His general, leader of fleet general of the assassins. You know what I'm saying? She's also Sun Tzu's fiance. I'm gonna let y'all go read the Bible because I ain't trying to tell y'all everything. They got Excursion, third in command. You know what I'm saying? He's like the field general. He's like the field commander. He takes his orders from artillery. You know what I'm saying? Whatever she tells him to do, he got to do it. You know what I mean? But Excursion is a bad dude, man. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? They got Kanji and Revo. Kanji and Revo. These are Sun Tzu's children. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I know it's weird, but to have your own kids be part of the assassin, to be central figures too, yo, you know, dude got them trained. You know what I'm saying? These two are lethal. Don't make no mistake. Don't get it twisted, man. Don't let their youth get you. Don't let it get you twisted. They will break you off. You know what I'm saying? Kanji, powerful, intelligent, beautiful, doesn't take any mess from nobody, and she's strong as I don't know what. And I don't just mean in physical strength. I mean talk about in her mental strength, where she believes in herself wholeheartedly. She doesn't look for confirmation from nobody. Now, of course, Revo, cocky, arrogant, knows he got skills. What you want to do, come get some. You know what I'm saying? He don't take any mess from anybody. And, you know, he likens himself to his father, but he's sort of different as well. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So now you got Snipes, the beauty. She's dangerous, y'all. Just because she's pretty, hot, don't mean she ain't got something for you. Don't get it twisted, boy. You can get yourself broke off. She don't play no games. She is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, Yukon, the strong guy of the team. You know this dude don't play no games. He's all about handling business. You know what I'm saying? He's not He's not interested in nothing else but breaking you off. He's going to do what he's got to do to get there. He's not about playing fair. Ain't no playing fair. UConn just wants to win. That's what it is. And of course, you got the Android Assassins. You know what I'm saying? The Coyotes. You know what I'm saying? Created by Sun Tzu. Androids, they can manipulate. They multiply. Trust me, if you see one, you're about to see 5 more. They always roll in groups of 6. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe right there. And so, I'm so grateful for how far it's come and where it's going to go. Animation series, movies, video games, comic books. I mean, it's just endless, y'all. So, how can I not be excited? The future's bright. I'm going to keep working hard, putting in my 16 hours a day. I ain't playing no games. Ain't no days off. You know what I'm saying? Got to put in work. If you want to get somewhere, you got to grind. So, I'm going to keep doing my thing. And that's where it's at for today. And I want to thank you for, as I said before, this is our 70th episode. 70, y'all. 70. And this podcast is only going to continue to get better. We're going to have more episodes. We're going to get to our 80th episode, our 90th episode, then our 100th episode and beyond. So we're going to keep going. But for today, we're going to celebrate the 70th episode, 70. 70 episodes, y'all. We're doing big things over here at Silence Division. So we're going to keep doing this thing. And so that's going to end our show, y'all. So before we get up out of here, we got to pay these bills. So we want to thank our sponsors. This podcast is brought to you by A4 Capital Consulting. Growing good business anywhere and everywhere. Let A4 Capital Consulting take your business to the next level. That's A4CapitalConsulting.com for details, y'all. That's A4CapitalConsulting.com for details. And this podcast is also brought to you by Anadel Foot and Ankle. Don't live with foot pain. Let Anadel Foot and Ankle make your feet happy again. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. So as I said before, this podcast is done. So I want to thank y'all for listening. This podcast is produced, written, and directed by yours truly, Adewale Agboke Jr. Please check out our website at soundvisionshop.com or soundvision.com. Please subscribe to our podcast wherever you listen, whether it's Amazon, Desert, Spotify, Apple. And you can always listen to our website, listen to our podcast on our website at soundvisionshop.com or soundvision.com. Please check out our social media platforms. Those are popping. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all at Silence Vision. Our TikTok and our YouTube are just on the climb. You know what I'm saying? We're bringing along the Instagram. We're bringing along the Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Our social media is on and cracking, y'all. We getting ridiculous views. 500,000 plus. It's just getting crazy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And please don't forget to review us. Rate us. Give us a 5-star. Don't be a hater. And always, y'all, continue to aspire and achieve. Have a great week. Stay safe, y'all. Continue to believe in yourself. Peace.